Hey guys, today I'm going to film a prom makeup tutorial for you because I know prom is approaching very quickly. I have seen so much about it on Instagram. Every single second comment I get is about prom. So I thought I would do something simple, striking, and that pretty much anybody can do. You don't need to use these exact specific products that I'm using. I will give alternate products that you can use from like the drugstore. I'm going to be using a mixture of both, but I'm also going to be trying new products that I got this weekend when I was in New York. If you didn't watch my New York vlog, I will link that up here or in the description of this video. And basically, that was the best trip of my entire life. I'm not going to get into that now, but I am going to talk to you about some new products that I got. Because I got a buttload of new Tarte products, like a lot. And I want to try some of them in this video. So I am going to just get straight into it. And I hope you guys can follow along with me and do something that's very easy but also striking. You don't have to go full glam glitter for prom. I know that realistically people aren't going to be able to do that. So glitter is fun, but it's also really messy. It gets all over your face and it shines bright in photographs. So I'm not going to do glitter because a lot of the prom tutorials I've seen are glitter AF. So I'm going to do my eyes first because as a makeup artist, when I do a client, I always do their eyes first, and that is because if any fallout gets on your face, then you can wipe it away with a makeup wipe or with makeup remover. But if you've already done your foundation, then you can't do that. So if you want to just foolproof it, do your eyes first and then go in with your foundation and concealer second. I am going to prime my eyes first using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. NC15 is perfect for my light skin, but if you have deeper skin tones, you may need a different color. But I like this one because I am a very yellow undertone, but I like it to be really brightening. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on my eyelids, and I'm going to pat that in with the mini beauty blender. I just got back from New York eye mats, and I got so many new products that I can try, and I'm like really into trying them. Like I got new brushes, I got new makeup, I didn't pay for anything, it was all given to me, which is, I'm so grateful. Seeing all this stuff that I got, like I die. It's just, I'm so grateful. It's just crazy to me. I don't think that will ever get old. I don't think it'll be one thing where I'm like, yeah, cool, new free makeup. Like, I think that's one thing that I'm forever going to appreciate so much. Okay, so now my eyelids are sufficiently white, and I'm going to put a light colored shadow all over them. For it, I'm actually just going to use my Smith 112 brush. It's Alex.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm inside Target, and I don't know what kind of computer chair to get.
So for the eyelid color, I'm using my Smith 112 brush. It's not an eyeshadow brush. This is for sure for like contour or for your face. But I like it because it just distributes the product in like 2 seconds. So I'm using the light colors from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. I'm using both the yellow and the pink tone to create more of a neutral. And I'm just patting that all over the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and making sure, this is going to make sure that our eyeshadows blend out like a dream. You can use any translucent powder for this. It does not have to be these two. I'm just using this because that's what I have right now. So I like to do my eyebrows before I do my eye makeup because if I do my eye makeup first, it's like I can't tell if it looks like shit or if it looks good. So if I throw down my eyebrows, if I put my eyebrows on, and then I can see kind of what the finished product may look like. But like right now, I feel like it wouldn't look good. Okay, my brows are done. I know it looks kind of weird without the rest of my face, but as soon as it all starts to come together, it'll all come together. I'm going to take my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and this is a nice fluffy blending brush to throw down your transition shades. And I'm going to start off with Free Spirit here from the Tartelette palette. And I just got this in New York, and I am so excited to play. It is gorgeous. I think the nice thing about this palette is that these are all matte colors. So if you're looking to do an eye look, like I think that this is an essential palette. This you could use, it's got, look at it, you got your lightest shade, your transition shade, your deeper shade, and your deepest shades. And you've got cool tones, warm tones, and neutral, like in each section. It's absolutely wonderful. Such a gorgeous palette. I love this. So I'm going to go in with Force of Nature here, and I'm going to take that on the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and I'm going to run that through my crease a little higher than my crease. Oh my god, it blends so nice. And this will be what's called your transition shade. Now, I've taught this in the past, but I'm kind of going over this assuming that the person watching this doesn't know a whole hell of a lot about makeup and needs me to explain each step, because prom is a time that you don't want to mess up on your makeup because you got pictures, it's going to be fun, your date's going to be looking at you. So basically you're going to throw down a transition shade. And a transition shade is one that is a little bit darker than your skin color, because you've already put the lightest shade down. You're going to put a little bit of a darker shade down, and you're going to put that above your crease so that every color that goes into your crease has something to blend out into. So you can see it's not much at this point, but that's the point, is that you don't need a lot down because we're going to go deeper and darker and darker and darker the lower we get. This look isn't some revolutionary eye look that you've never seen before that everybody's going to die over, but it's something that pretty much anybody can use for their prom look, regardless of your dress color, regardless of what you're planning on looking like. This is a universal eye look, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm going to go in with my Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush, and this is number 227. And what color do I want to take? I think I want to go in with Dreamer. We all know how I like warm tones. It's not super warm though. I think I'm going to kind of mix a couple of these shades. So I'm going to go in with Dreamer and mix a little bit with Power Player. And run that a little lower than that last transition shade. One of the most flattering eye shapes that works on everybody is to do the outer V. And I've done this before on my channel, but if somebody's searching a prom look, they're not going to find that old video, they're going to find this one. So I want to keep it simple and keep it all right here. Now, this is a look that works for almost everybody because it's a universal eye shape. It works on hooded eyes, it works on big doe eyes, it works on almond shape, round, anything. So I'm going to take a smaller brush because I'm going to start doing detail work. And this is the Scorny, I say this every time, the smudger brush. It's this little pointed pencil brush. And I'm going to take the darkest shade. So I'm going to kind of mix these three because I'm going to start building up. So I'm probably going to start going in with Multitasker, which is the top right-hand shade. And I'm going to take that on my outer V. And I'm going to keep my eye open for this. If you close your eye, you're not going to really be able to see right where you want to deposit that color. So I keep my eye open, kind of go about halfway, and then V in the outer corner. This part does not have to be super blended. You're just laying down the color. You can put a piece of tape on if you want that really sharp line. I'm not going to do that because I don't like using tape if I don't have to, and I can just mimic it with concealer at the end. So you don't need the tape, but if you wanted that to make it easier on yourself, you certainly could. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that Dreamer color that we originally put down and a little bit of Multitasker mixed together. And I'm using this on my Luxe Beauty Small Tapered Blending Brush 231. And I'm just going to pat that right on the outer corner and blend in just where we put the color before. We got the shape down that we wanted, and now we're just kind of start to blend it all together. Now going back in with that small little smudger brush, I'm going to take Fashionista, which is a dark color here. I think it's black, honestly, I think it's black. And I'm going to run that right below that and right into that outer V. It's so pigmented and so beautiful. And if it looks like shit in this outer corner, it doesn't really matter because, like I said, concealer will fix everything. So now, taking that same smudger brush, not very much product at all on it, and just blending it in with those last colors we put down. And if at any point you're like, oh, it's starting to look really choppy and shitty, take one of the lighter colors, like you could take this Power Player color here on the bottom, and just kind of gently dip your brush into it, and just sort of pat it over and blend it in. You can't blend too much. It's just going to look better and better the more that you blend. So now we've laid the eyeshadow look down. I'm going to take a bigger fluffy blending brush, the Sigma E40 that we used before. Take any of the lighter colors, Wanderer, Natural Beauty, Force of Nature, whatever one you use, and just sort of run it over what we just did to make the look nice and soft and make sure that there are no harsh edges, because that's what we do not want. You don't want any harshness in the photo. Now, because the Tarte lip palette that I was using does not have any shimmery colors in it, if you want to add shimmer, you're going to have to either take a highlight shade, this is Champagne Pop by Becca, or you can use like the Balm Spray Luminizers, you can use the Wet n Wild Fergie, you can use anything that's shimmery, or you can buy an eyeshadow palette that has both shimmer and matte. I'm just going to use a little bit of Champagne Pop, and I'm going to dampen my brush. I used a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. You can use eye drops, you can use water. And I'm just going to pat that on the center of my lids. And I'm going to take it onto the inner corner, but mainly patting it right on the center because we don't want to cover up the black that we did. I'm going to take a little bit more of the shadows in a sec to blend it all in together so there's no edge where the shimmer ends and the black begins. And I'm just patting that right on my mobile lid. And when somebody says mobile lid, it's the only part of your eyelid that really moves, like this top part. So don't put it up into your crease. And to blend those colors in together, you can just tap into any one of those darker colors that you used before and pat it right over that transition spot where the shimmer ends and the black begins. And then you'll really get a nice gradient. Now, I am not going to add a wing liner, I don't think, because a lot of people struggle with wing liner. So how fair is it of me to do like this big, bold wing liner and then have people be like, okay, well, fuck. I am going to take a black pencil though, and this is the Makeup Geek Full Spectrum Eyeliner Pencil in Obsidian, and I'm going to run that along my upper and lower waterline, and that will give us a really nice black appearance when our eyes are open, because if you can see skin color, it doesn't look all that finished. Ouch. Pokey. I need to sharpen that. Ow. So I will come back and do my lower lash line and all that stuff in a little while because my foundation isn't on right now and my concealer. So you want to do all of that and then work on the lower lash line because we did our eyes first. I know this seems pretty basic, but I'm trying to go with real and what real people are going to be able to do. And I think that this is going to be really beautiful once we put on liner and lashes. I'm not going to put on wing liner, like I said, but I am going to put a little bit of a black liner on. And for that, I would recommend using a liner that doesn't have like a separate brush, but one like this. This is the Kat Von D Trooper liner, and you can really get right there to your lash line. Okay. So I just got a thick line right on the top of there. It goes thin in the center and a little thicker when you get to the outer edge. Well, ooh, the packaging is beautiful. Oh. This is the Tarteist mascara, and I am going to use this for the first time, so let's see how it works. Coat of mascara, anything should do, and wow, that's nice. Now we are on to the most important part of any eye look, and that is lashes. Now hold up, if you are uncomfortable with lashes, you don't need them, but they will take this basic eye look from this to va 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 voom. I have a full video called False Lashes 101 where I explain in depth how to put them on, and they are these lashes that I'm going to use right here. These are the House of Lashes Iconic, and they are stunning. You don't have to use these. The drugstore has beautiful lashes. Ardell has really nice, like the Demi Wispies. You can use any of the crazy ones, but do watch that video because I explain why false lashes have not worked for you in the past. Basically, a lot of people do not trim them, and so they're too big on their eyes. They poke the inner and outer corners. Your eyes water. It's a mess. But that video, I explain in detail exactly everything that you need to know how to apply them and have them stay all day, not irritate your eyes, everything. So go watch that if you want a full in-depth application technique. Otherwise, I am just going to be applying the House of Lashes Iconic. Okay, So the top of our eyes are finished. Now I'm going to move on to the face, and I am going to be using some new products that I have not used yet, but I am excited to try. And I'm going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, and I'm going to be using the concealer as well. So I am so excited. So this is the foundation, and oh my god, it's so beautiful. It is a dropper foundation. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited to try this. And I'm just going to kind of put a little bit on, because I've been going a lot lighter on foundation lately, even though it doesn't look like it right now. And I'm just going to bounce that in with a dampened beauty blender. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And oh my god, the coverage of this is beautiful. The texture is, oh my gosh, it's water. It literally just feels like there's nothing on my skin. But look how beautiful this coverage is. Oh my god, I'm in love with it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What a beautiful foundation. Oh my god, it's like skin. It's so weird, you guys. It's like a second skin. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aquacealer, and this is the color. I would imagine it's Fair Light Neutral as well. There. And so I am going to, this packaging is so interesting. It's a doe foot applicator inside of this little glass bottle. I love it. So I'm going to put a little concealer on, a little or a lot. Which one, Kristi? And kind of cover the areas where I have a little bit more redness. I usually get it down here, but everybody's skin is very different, so put it where you get your redness. A little bit here, a little bit there. I'm going to use the mini beauty blender for this. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my god, this concealer. Oh my god, you guys, I'm obsessed. It's like skin. I can't explain it. And this is the time where you can go on the outside of your eye and just sort of make it a little bit more sharp if you wanted like an outer wing that sort of wings up. This is the time. Beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Now I'm going to take this Tarte Contour and Highlight Palette, and oh dear god, it smells amazing and it's gorgeous. And I'm just going to set a tiny little bit underneath my eyes so that there is no creasing throughout the night. Because right now it's starting to crease a tiny little bit, like a tiny little bit before I set it, even though I don't even want to set it because the finish is so beautiful. I think I'm going to take like a mixture of these top two colors here and just sort of press it right underneath my eye. I think I'm going to take this same brush and I'm going to dip into this contour shade here and just run it along the contours of my face. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with everything I'm trying today. Oh my gosh. Guys. This brush is wonderful. Oh my gosh. First impressions all around, girl. Now I'm using my favorite highlight, which is the Balm's Merry Luminizer. We all know that this is my favorite highlight, and I like it because it's perfect for my fair skin. They do have some deeper shades if you are a deeper skin color, so this is the Manizer Sisters palette. So it's got the Mary, Cindy, and Betty Luminizer. And I'm going to use Mary, and I'm using it on that same Smith 112 brush. And oh my gosh, I'm kind of obsessed with this brush right now. It's like the perfect brush. But I'm just running that on the high points of my cheeks, especially in photographs. If you are going to be taking pictures all night, this is going to make you glow like a freaking goddess, and it's going to look so beautiful in photos, as you can tell. It's just going to hit you at the most beautiful angle, especially with like the spinning lights. People are going to want to dance with you. Now, I like to take a little bit of the Cindy Luminizer, just a tad bit, and just put it on the apples of my cheeks, because it's got this really pretty pink luminous finish, and I love the way that it makes the apples of my cheeks shine in photos. You can also take a little bit of that first highlight, the Mary Lou, and put it right on the tip of your nose. Some people are like, don't highlight the tip of your nose. Why? I highlight my Cupid's bow and a little bit on my chin, because it just ties the whole face in together. Now I'm going to use my Tarte blush palette. Dear Jesus. So beautiful, I know. I know. And I'm going to take like a mixture of these two shades here. I don't want to go too pink. I want to keep it in the mauve tone, like very neutral. Anybody can wear this with their outfit. Taking it on that same brush because we all know I'm obsessed. And I like to concentrate my blush. I don't like to put it like right here. I like to keep it kind of back here, melded together with the contour and highlight. Just a nice little flush. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of these colors. I'll probably take Dreamer, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. And I'm just going to do that to tie the whole look in together. You may hear my niece in the background. She stopped by. That's Jingle Bells, so I don't know. That's Jingle Bells. Okay, now I'm going to put a coat of mascara on my lower lashes, and I'm going to be using that Tarte mascara. Wow, this mascara works great. I think I'm going to take this color, and this is Namaste from the Tarte Lip Paint. Ooh. And then I'm going to go over the top of this with the Tarte Glossy Lip Paint in the color Obvi. Second lip option would be a red. For this, I used Tarte Lip Paint in the color Bay. So it's a very straightforward makeup tutorial, very easy. Anybody can do it. It's not something that you have to have like a pro level makeup skills to be able to accomplish, but I wanted to do something that anybody could do with any makeup that they have. So you don't necessarily have to use the products that I used here, but you can if you want to. So I hope you guys like this makeup look. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And also, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope. Those are all RawBeautyKristi. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video.